Alright guys, next up, once we got our flight controller set down, we're going to go ahead and zip tie our speed controls to get them where we want them. Just slide the zip tie underneath. Doesn't really matter which direction the zip tie is facing. And get it about where you want it. Put the zip tie about in the middle. And a nice pull. Alright guys, once you get them all zip tied down, the next step we're going to do is start attaching our ESC wires.
So something important we figured out about this flight controller, there are no pads for the ground wire coming with the signal. So what we're going to do at this point is go ahead and remove the ground from each ESC. Now this will be the thin ground, the one that is wrapped with this white wire that has the black plug on it.
We're just going to remove that. We're going to cut it down here at the base. And then up here. And that'll go ahead and get rid of our black wire. And if you want to, you can go ahead and cut this plug-in off up here because we're not going to be using that part. Thank you. And we want to do that to all 4 ESCs. The diagram that we're going to show you will show your motor layout. The flight controller is labeled on which motor goes where, which is pretty much in order the way it sits, but just refer to that and double check. One, right?
Yep. So it's always a good idea to lay your wires out of the way so you don't accidentally burn them or solder the wrong wire.
So we're going to go ahead and start with the wire closest to us, which will be the ground on motor 1.
Go ahead and trim them 10.
I was just going to do them one at a time, just to show you. Want to leave, like I said, a centimeter or two, just a little bit long. That way you've got room to play with. Go ahead and strip that for me.
Once again, don't strip too much of the wire. You really only need a small amount.
Alright, we're going to take our solder and we're going to go ahead and tin that wire. Alright, I will get Bub to help me.
Awesome. Just hold it on the ground pad and solder. Okay. Give it a gentle tug. And now we're ready for the power wire.
Let's go ahead and do our signal.
Okay.
Same thing for a signal wire, which will go on the small pad in between the 2 big ones. We're going to, like I said, cut it just a little bit long, just to make sure you have room. It's a lot easier to take away than it is to add. Same thing, tin the wires. That's good. Go ahead and put me in place.
Gentle tug.
Guys, this is where you want to be really careful. You do not want that signal wire to cross. You want to make sure that this stuff is not bridged. Let's go ahead and do Our power wire. Right there. Awesome. Same thing. We're going to go ahead and tin this wire. On the brown side, those are both positive. What? But those two that are next to each other are positive. Like this. Come on, a little solder for that.
Oh, let me see it. I got you.
You got me? Don't blame me.
It's getting dirty.
Still needs a little bit of solder. Maybe not.
Shit.
Good enough?
Yep. Just give it a gentle tug. And we're good to go. Now we're going to repeat this process for all 4 motors.
Now on this one, you want to be careful. You want to follow the markings on the board. See right here, you can say ESC positive. So on this one, our positive is going to be right there. Pay close attention. Alright guys, the back half of the frame is now soldered up. As you can see, we went from this cluttered mess up here to that. Just take your time, don't bridge it, and watch for the arrows. Make sure your positive is on positive, your negative is on negative. And we'll go ahead and do the front.
Okay guys, all the motors are wired up. So as you can see, we have our receiver at the front. It's just going to fold over like so. And now our next step is to start wiring up for the video setup.
Alright guys, one more thing I'm going to go back and talk to you about. Like I said before, double check your solder joints. You want to make sure that all this stuff is clean, nothing's bridged. We've had a couple catch on fire by them being bridged. It will short out. It will burn the board, if not fry everything. So you definitely want to be careful about that. That is one major thing.
Alright, so as you can see, everything is soldered up for the motors. And now we're just